What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back, guys. I'm just sitting there, minding my own business after watching a show, scrolling Facebook, and of course, there he is. The Hot Toys Blade figure from Deadpool and Wolverine has finally been announced, and thank goodness, it actually looks freaking sweet. And I've got some thoughts on it, especially this first edition piece. So guys, stick around. If you like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Ben Thomas.
Go time! Here we go, here we go, here we go!
Alright guys, welcome back. So I will admittedly say that Blade is a nostalgic character for me from his original trilogy of films. I know that Blade Trinity didn't get highly repped and Ryan Reynolds was in there, and it was a fun movie, but it wasn't even a great Blade movie. But Blade 1 and 2 for me are still kind of those nostalgic punches in the chest that I go for, and I gotta say are still fun to watch. They still, for me, hold up to this day. Now, when I found out that Blade was actually in Deadpool and Wolverine, by seeing the man on the screen, I was blown away. I never really thought we'd see Wesley Snipes take a return to this role. And while I was happy to see him, I admittedly was a little disappointed he didn't look more like his original outfit look, you know, from the first two Blade movies where he's got the long trench coat and the big sword. You know, here he's got the machetes and the kind of more cropped outfit, it feels like. You see the age in the character and in the actor, and that's okay. I mean, he's done well for himself. He still looks fantastic and badass in the role, but it wasn't quite the Blade that I had in my mind. Having said that, I've been excited to see what this guy would come out looking like, because so far the Deadpool and Wolverine line has been really, really strong. In fact, I think most of them have been really excellent. I know that the Nice Pool was kind of a hot sculpt. Some people said it looked weird. Some people said it looked really good. I thought it looked pretty good. I thought Daphne Keene's figure looks really, really good. I think the Human Torch of the line is by far the weakest, unfortunately. And Blade here is really no slouch at all. I think he looks just like Wesley Snipes, especially now in his aged representation. I like that you see the little salt and pepper in the hair and in the beard. And it's interesting because they've given us a first edition exclusive accessory, which is that original sword, as well as a holster to actually hold it on if you get this version. Now, I think that's interesting. This is a good marketing ploy by Hot Toys, but not necessarily for the collector, because of course all of us are going to want that sword accessory. But if it puts a limited number on them, that means there's going to be a little bit of a fight at those queues. I'm sure of it once again, which is driving me nuts lately. I freaking hate the queues. But because, of course, the hair is too short for this guy to be an artisan figure, they had to give him some level of exclusivity, of course, to drive those sales. And they did a good job with these accessories, I will admit, since they are calling it out that it gives you the nostalgic feeling from those original films. The figure itself, I think, looks fantastic. The body looks good. The tailoring on the outfit looks pretty good. I'm going to be a little bit nervous about that leather-like material again. Unfortunately, it's the way she goes. There's no highlight of leather here on the figure, but this figure does look like it's coming in at a pretty reasonable price point now, out of the $290 range, right? Like that $285 is kind of the barrier to entry lately. And so $290 is not that much worse by any stretch. A couple bucks, not the end of the world. And I think if you're a Blade fan, maybe you haven't gone the third-party route of getting Blade figures in other representations. I think the Present Toys one has one, and I think there's a few others out there that exist as well now. And of course, there's the original Blade Hot Toys figure, which to this day is still, in my opinion, a bit of a chase figure. One of the only remaining grails, maybe, of Hot Toys' past still left in existence. But I wouldn't be totally surprised if we actually saw an upgrade or a 2.0 of that original Blade figure as well, especially since I think that's the one that most people want. And is that what Hot Toys is going to do here? They're going to give us this figure first, get us all to buy a Blade, and then give us the young version of Blade? I could 100% see Hot Toys doing that, let's be honest. Now, the accessories here are pretty freaking sweet. Love the blood effect on the blades. Really, really nice highlight. The grenade launcher is pretty cool. That rocket launcher accessory, kind of what reminds me of one of the Mando figures, actually, who had the kind of the I can't remember what the heck they were called, but they shot out of his arm and had a similar looking effect, and that did a good job, especially for photography. I think with and without the glasses on this figure, he looks like Wesley Snipes. So I also think that's a win, because I know some of the other options that exist out there, he kind of needs the glasses to look like Wesley Snipes, which is what it is. They're not the most expensive options, let's be honest. This one is definitely at a higher price point, but if the final comes out as good as this proto looks, I think it's going to be pretty freaking sweet. So I'll ask you guys, are you in on the Blade? Maybe this is going to change your mind. I've heard a lot of people saying they're pretty much done with Deadpool and Wolverine, pretty much. And if you're going to go in on the Resistance, some folks have said, well, I'm only going to get the Blade. Some people have said, maybe I still want that Gambit or Elektra. We haven't seen her yet. Of course, X-23 looks pretty great, but most of their outfits are kind of different variations of the ones that we truly wanted in our collections, and this is that feeling for me. If this could be the only Blade I ever have, though, I still might put him in the basket anyways. So you're getting to see my calculus in the brain a little bit. I'm sure you guys are feeling kind of the same way. Right now, we talked about this tidal wave of more releases today from Hot Toys. I'm looking at Exo 6 as well. You know, things are coming out like Darth Maul. Our bank account is screaming at us, and I don't think this Chinese New Year is going to be a slow holiday, at least not for collectors. Maybe for the folks who make these. I think these are timed releases. I think we're going to see a lot more over the next week. So guys, stay tuned, of course. But let me know in the comments, are you picking Blade up? Yes or no? What are your thoughts on the accessories and even that first edition special accessory? Are you ready to fight in the queue for that if we need to? Let me know in the comments. But guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show. And thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great evening.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Where should I go? What should I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.